Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I want to catch you guys up with what's going on in Arena, in Rise of Shadows. There's a lot of new stuff. You might just be queuing up Arena and, you're drafting your deck and it's like, wait a second, this card is from like Naxxramas or something. That's right, Naxxramas is actually out once again. Arena is going through a completely different new cycle of sets in a way. It will no longer be, starting from this expansion, just wild or just standard as it has been for the last couple of years. They are going to select kind of like an arena set pool. They're going to select a few expansions and we can draft cards just from those expansions. Right now, they have said that there will be 2 of these rotations during this expansion, and probably based on how that works out, they're going to do more crazy ones, maybe different frequency. We will see. Right now, if you're queuing up Arena, the cards that you'll play and play against are going to be from Basic, Classic, Naxxramas, Old Gods, Gadgetan, Witchwood, and the newest expansion, Rise of Shadows. Now, with that said, there's a lot of unknown, and this is where things get really exciting. Typically, when we just have the addition of one new set, we already know a large part of Arena, so we just kind of adapt to the playstyle that will change from adding a few new cards. Now, this time around, it's completely different. We have sets that have never been paired with other sets on top of having new cards, on top of the giant standard rotation that happens at the start of every year. So it's entirely new. Now, with that said, I am the Arena Master and I have some tips for you guys today, and I have acted on those tips and have done pretty well for myself in my first few Arena experiences. So this first comes down to knowing how Arena works. The core of Arena in terms of the matchmaking still works the same as it has before, which is you play against someone who has roughly, depending on how many people are queuing up, of course, roughly the same amount of wins and losses as you do. So for example, if you're at 1 win, 1 loss, you're going to play someone who's also at 1 win, 1 loss, which is going to be usually an average deck, right? Now, if you're having a very good run, maybe you have a really good deck, maybe you're getting really lucky on one day, you're really probing it up in Arena, you're at 8 wins and 1 loss, you're going to be playing some really good decks because you're going to be playing against people who are also at 8 wins and 1 loss, for example. The way Arena works traditionally, and it seems like it still follows the same traditional path in terms of consistency, decks that are very consistent typically are seen at high wins. High quality decks that are typically not too aggressive. Aggressive decks have, in a way, uncertainty by nature because sometimes you draw a really crushing opening hand, and when you don't, you typically just lose those games. Just kind of how it works in Hearthstone. So typically you see slower, more controlling decks in the high wins of Arena, but we have kind of the differentiator this time around are a few card combos, but the main thing that I've noticed, the schemes. The schemes are really good, particularly because they land on some of the more powerful classes. We have Rafam's scheme in Warlock. You can play Zoo Warlock pretty effectively, and if you're playing in the high wins, typically against slower decks, you can just hold these schemes until you get optimal value. Even though you might be playing a faster deck, you are able to leverage the schemes to slow down your deck and actually go on go, head to head against some of these more consistent slow decks if you are playing a fast one. There's Hagatha's scheme in Shaman. You can just kind of wait until your opponent literally just plays their biggest few minions around the same few turns. And my favorite, Togwaggle's scheme. Togwaggle's scheme is my favorite on one hand because it's the underdog. In terms of the base power level of the card, Togwaggle's scheme is the lowest in Arena because it doesn't do anything right away. Arena is about, playing things that are powerful right now. Doing something later typically comes secondary. However, just having one Togwaggle scheme in your deck, if you're playing an aggressive rogue deck, it's not going to matter that much because you're playing an aggressive rogue deck. You can win those aggressive games typically with 1 card less. However, once you get to the high wins, a card like Togwaggle scheme becomes absolutely priceless because you can actually play a fair amount of card draw in these rogue decks, and you won't go into fatigue at a massive disadvantage when you are at high wins against the premier control decks of that win bracket. So you want to give these cards a second look. There's a lot of things that change, and there's a lot of things that are still up in the air. Do your best to play Arena. It's a lot of fun. The most fun you can have in Hearthstone is when there is a lot of unknowns, a lot of uncertainty, and that's when you can figure out some of your own strategies and have the satisfaction of them, reward you with results. And today, I'm going to share my little piece of that with you guys. Togwaggle Scheme, the Scheme Dream. Enjoy the game, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Good boy, good girl. Okay, there. Yes, 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 yes. You too. Yes, yes. All doggos. So much floof. So much floof. What'd I get? I got the built-in betrayal. That's pretty nice.
Don't forget to tip the card.
Wanna blow something up? You wish to live.
Lol, we lose. Yeah, he went first. Really good 2-drop into the best 3-drop in the game, so... To catch up, I have to, like, eviscerate Loot Hoarder, and I hope he spends his turn just healing up his dude in fear of hero power. Good 2-drop into Talon Priest going first. Used to be basically instantaneous victory before, so... Sure.
Justice is mine.
I have a little bit of hope here. Some of these mid-range cards are actually quite strong.
A little healing goes a long way. Justice is mine. A new glory.
Let's just do this.
Justice is mine.
Probably gonna have to go to 4. Yeah, it's not even close.
A new glory.
It's got that active.
Justice is mine.
Guess I'm dead. If he can kill that. Or silence it, I guess. If he kills it, I'd probably heal. But if he kills it, what's he gonna kill it with? Oh, he's got another one. Okay, sure. Right.
Secret agent coming.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Nice positioning for me. Okay.
Scuttle the shit from just the city of Maiden.
Okay.
What a tragedy!
I'm just gonna hit him. Insane priest deck. Like, his priest deck so far much better than what I was playing. My last priest deck was 10 points higher than this deck. 10 points! Alright, that's insanity.
Justice is mine.
I'm gonna do a maximum push here. There's not a lot of redeeming qualities about this game, so I think we're basically in ultimate risk mode. I hope he doesn't have yet another answer.
Tazdingo! Bear your soul to me.
I think it'd be a mistake to go to 5 HP, so...
Justice is mine.
Yeah, they said they rotate the sets every 2 months.
The sky is ours.
A little healing. Justice is mine.
Okay, fine.
Trust, I will hold them off.
Your rage sustains me.
The sky is ours.
Justice is mine.
I mean, I'm still kind of in this, surprisingly.
Such a beautiful design! Double time and double pay! Oh!
So bad right now. Oh.
The sky is ours.
Justice is mine.
Hop on. We're going for a ride.
Don't crack me up. Didn't sign up for this.
Yeah, I am gonna try. I mean, I have 3 Burly Shovel Fists right now in my deck, so... Okay.
The sky is ours.
I think I want to do the scheme on the last Shovel Fist.
You wish to live forever.
Oh, I need to do it this way, guys. I need to do it this way.
Never skip dig dig. Dig dig dig.
He's already played 1 mind control, so... Oh, he's got death. Okay. Okay.
Never skip dig dig.
Never skip dig day, is that what he says?
I'm almost out of cards.
Balance in all things.
Was there a beast that's actually died? The griffin. So, no, I guess I don't want that.
Justice is mine.
6 copies.
Say the magic word.
I'm out of cards.
Goodbye.
What a ridiculous comeback. I'm gonna grade it. I want 1 more turn.
Mine.
8 is pretty safe. I can take 1 hit. That'll make it so I have no chance of losing the value game. Just no chance of it. And if I do it, it's a pretty big difference, I'd say. Ho-ho-ho!
Dig dig dig.
Justice is mine.
Alright then. That's some value right there.
Justice
I
is
died a mind controller silence. Shit, traded.
I'll put it on your tab.
well played.
Okay. No punish, not today. Never skip dig day. All right.